Check, check, check. All right. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? We gotta do this Keyshia Cole. This Keyshia Cole joint. All right, y'all. For those of you who are actually coming on, the song that I'm sharing is actually "Heaven Sent" by Keyshia Cole. That's the song that I'm sharing, which was definitely a banger. Like, she wasn't even like my favorite singer like that, but that song is a vibe for sure. Turn that down some. All right, I'm about to get on into it, y'all. I always like to wait a couple of minutes, to let a few people show up before I start. So I don't intend to be a drag, I just wait a few minutes for people to show up so that you know. Hello, Kathleen. How are you? Yeah, I wait a few minutes for people to show up so that I got at least three. You know, I don't need like a whole you know slew of people, but if it's a good three people, I think I'm good. I'm good to start. So this song is "Heaven Sent" by Keyshia Cole. So it's definitely a banger. Cynthia from Minnesota. Hey, how are you? Thanks for letting me know where you're tuning in from. Happy Easter to you as well. To Kathleen. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm about to get at it now. I'm gonna say to you all wow, from Iowa. Nice. For those of you who are on TikTok, if you want to see the illustrations, because I'm doing a guitar tutorial. If you want to see the pictures and stuff like that, you got to go to YouTube. So you got to go to my page on YouTube and just go to my profile, click that link to my YouTube page, and you'll see me on YouTube, and you'll see more illustrations and stuff like that. On TikTok, you're just going to hear me do a bunch of talking. All right. Clark State. Wow. Caitlin Clark State. Nice. That's what's up, man. Y'all let me know where you tuning in from. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. From Dallas. I got family in Dallas. That's what's up. From Iowa. That's nice. From Minnesota. Very nice. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for doing that. Thank y'all for doing that. All right. All right. I think I'm tuned up, but I'm gonna just double check. So yeah, sorry I'm ringing in y'all's ear like this. Always make sure you're tuned up before you start playing. All right, I think I'm good. All right, that's cool. All right, so this song is Heaven Sent by Keyshia Cole. Now, this song was like early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. And something like that. And some people may know the song as Sent from Heaven or just Heaven. But I think the name of it on YouTube, or the real name of it, is Heaven Sent. So anyhow, we're about to get started. Like I said, on YouTube is where I'm showing all the illustrations. So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to do a whole lot of stopping. Okay. So this song is in the key of F, but it has a relative minor of D minor. Okay. Now the way that you find this, give me a minute. All right. The way that you find this is by referencing your F major scale. So F major scale. So when you count that, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that 6 right there is the relative minor. The minor is on the 6. It's the 6th chord. So you can do it however you do it. 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty much how you find it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, on TikTok, can y'all hear me? It doesn't look like y'all can hear me. It doesn't look like y'all can hear me. Let me go here real quick. Check, check. Yeah, don't. Oh, okay, cool. All right, hey, I'll take your word for it. If you can hear me, cool. If you can hear me, cool. I'm with it. Yeah, my little monitor thing, it's not moving, so it just kind of made me a little nervous. So yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Anyhow, let me keep it moving. So yes, we know where the F major is. That's on this first fret right here. You form a major chord. Give it a little strong. Okay. Anyway, so we're referencing the relative 6, which is D as in dog minor. And here are the chords. The chords are B flat major. Okay, I'm doing that from the 1st fret, and I'm about to show these charts for those of you who are on YouTube. There's B flat minor, also known as B flat major, also known as A sharp major, and A minor or minor 7. And that's open right there. So you're pretty much index finger, B string, okay, 1st fret, middle finger, 2nd fret on the D string. Everything else is open. Okay. Now you're going to actually play a C major. Now, C major looks a lot like the A minor 7 that you just played. You're just going to put your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the D string. So it's like you playing this. Then you just put it there. Now you're going to play a D minor, and you're going to do it in the open position. I'm going to show you how to play this one. You can do that one. You could also do this one. So remember, you can play the same chord in different places on the guitar neck. So the way that you play it in the open position is index finger is barring on this 1st fret right here on the B and E, the high E string. So these first 2 strings, you're on that 1st fret right there. And then you're going to take your middle finger, put it on the 2nd fret right here on the G string. But you're not going to play these 2 lower strings. You're not going to play those. I tend to mute those strings with my thumb right here, but I'm not playing. But I do want to play the open. I want to play that open D though. So that 4th string up, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to play that open without fretting it. That's how you play a D minor, like an open D minor, or D minor 7. So all the chords are these. There's the A sharp B flat major. There's the A minor. Then the C major. Then the D minor. C major. A sharp B flat. So the chords sound like this all together. That's how they sound. Okay. Now, I don't have a lot of people on YouTube right now, so it's making me kind of like maybe I shouldn't show these illustrations, but I'm gonna go ahead and show them. So again, if anyone wants to see on YouTube what these illustrations are, hop over to YouTube. All right, and maybe somebody will hop on later. All right, so let me go on and pop here. Okay, so here is the 1st chord right here, y'all. And right now, I am, let me bring this over a little bit. Okay. So as you can see, this is how I have everything positioned. Okay, here's how you play it. And I pretty much don't have to talk about it. Okay, I've already said where to put your fingers. All right, and you can see the chart right here. All right, so let me move on to the next chord. You all can like rewind or take a snapshot. Do it if you want to do it that. So there is that's the B flat A sharp. All right, here is the A minor, or A minor 7 rather. Oh man, Horace, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I mean, really, like, thank you because you know it's cool. It's always cool to know whether or not it's like resonating with people. So I appreciate when people actually share that they like it. That's actually very helpful to me because I've done a lot of convincing myself, and that's what I'm riding on a lot of times is encouraging myself. So I thank you for that. So yeah, open A minor. Okay, so we got that one. Let's move to the next chord. Now here is the C major. Remember, it looks a lot like the open A minor, but you're playing that C, and that's with your ring finger. It's right here, you know. And let me switch back to so that my YouTube people can see what I'm doing. Okay. This is how my hand looks here. All right. So that's the same way that it looks on the actual illustration joint. All right. So you see me what I'm doing right here. Yes. Yes, the A minor is a A minor 7. That's correct. That is to Junior Goldman. Yeah. That's an A major 7. I'm A minor 7. I probably said major 7, my bad. Yeah, A minor 7. And oftentimes, not all the time, an A minor 7 and an A minor can be used interchangeably. So it's not the same thing, but they can in a lot of situations, you know, sometimes to simplify the song. It just depends. But you also want to keep chord structure in mind when you're dealing with a certain type of melody and you don't want it to clash with the melody. So that is very important. So A minor 7th. If I said major 7th, that's my bad. I'm blurting out a bunch of different like chord names. So yeah, this and what I have up right now is a C major. It's an open C major. I have that on the chart right now. And then the last chord is a D minor. Actually, let me not do that one. Let me do this one. And here's the shape of that. It's open shape. That open position of D minor 7th. And you all can see how my hand is positioned right here. And again, I'm using my thumb to mute these lower strings. Okay, I'm doing that. Now I can leave it behind, but what ends up happening is you play the chord and very low, it's very quiet, but you can hear those low strings actually ring out a little bit. So if you want to prevent that, you can just kind of very lightly rest that thumb over the low E and A string. It's just kind of tapping it right here. It looks like I'm using it. And there are some situations where I will use it. Like if I'm playing a F major. So instead of me doing this, so one way to keep from barring sometimes, if it's hard to do that, instead of doing that, just play it on the top end and then bring your thumb over. And I'm still playing it. Still playing the F major. If I play it that way, and I can play it this way. So I can play it both ways. So that's one way to play the D minor 7th, and here's another way to play it right here off that 5th fret. Okay, that's a D minor 7th as well. So you can play it here and here, both places. Now you can play it other places too. You can play here. The cool thing about playing chords in different places is you can actually establish some movement. Or when you do it higher up, you can do some real, you know, you can add some cool melodies in with it. All right. So yeah. I'm gonna play another C major over here. You can do it that way. You can play it this way. So you can play it a couple of different ways. And if anyone is live doing it, then you can you can play the melody along with it. So y'all let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions about it before I move on. Because I was actually gonna share some little tidbits, things like that. Again, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Normally on Saturdays, people kind of start really coming in on the later end of the night. So, but I really had to come in a lot earlier on tonight. I mean, it's just helpful for me because I'm a musician. I play for a church, and I got to be up early in the morning, real early, like 4:30. This is for Willie Taylor. What's the best finger exercises for a beginner? All right. I actually just recorded a video, but I haven't posted it yet. So the best, in my opinion, there's one called like the spider walk. You can call it that, the spider walk exercise, and I'm gonna show you how to do that real quick. So for those of you who are on YouTube, I got a question from TikTok, someone named Willie Taylor, and his question is just the best finger exercises. I actually do this finger exercise with my warm-ups today. It's still something I do. The first exercise, excuse me, the first exercise is most definitely just playing a major scale. That should that should never leave your arsenal of like warming up. So definitely practice the major scale. That's one thing. I've shown that quite a bit, but not to even get on the major scale right now. Just an easy thing to describe that does not apply to any particular scale is kind of exercising your fingers in a way where you span each finger per fret across 4 frets. So, I'm thinking like I got one friend who got like 2.5 fingers. I ain't trying to pick on you, bro. But that's what he got. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people who have no arms whatsoever, and they have to use their toes. That's what they have. And they play guitar. So, fun fact. All right. But take each finger, except, I guess the thumb isn't considered a finger. But your first through pinky and span it across 4 frets like this. And basically, you're going to, and maybe you want to start high up here on the lowest, on the smallest string. So only pluck that string. So you can see my pinky over here, my thumb over here, actually ready to strum that, and just play one at a time. Just go back and forth. And at first it's going to feel kind of interesting. And if you can't do that, just do 2 frets at a time before you go to 3 frets. Then go to 4 frets. So believe it or not, this is a really good exercise. Don't despise like very simple exercises like these. And do it in increments. Once that gets pretty easy for you, and it's not going to take long, it might take a day or, like 1 practice session, then move it to other strings and begin to do all 6 strings. All right, like this. Now you can do it slow. So on and so forth. Do it to a metronome, have your metronome on. What a metronome is that click. Some of us use the Guitar Tuner app. Well, that app has a metronome on it, which is a click. It clicks at a tempo. It does that. And you can raise and lower the speed. You can raise and lower the tempo. And go as fast as you want to, but for starters, maybe like 70 or 75 to 80 might be a good place to start. And yeah, at some point, if you feel comfortable, I personally do it with a pick, and I go, now once that is good for you, you can go all the way up the neck, like do it and go up like. And keep going all the way, all the way up. But for starters, like. And start with that, and literally start with 1 string if you have to. Okay. And then there are some other exercises that you can incorporate within that, you want to do some things to just keep your fingers spreading so that it's not uncomfortable. You want to get your fingers used to doing that spread. You want that to be like, and there are some exercises like some other exercises. All right. So I hope that was helpful. And I'll share those like specifics. I'll probably post that video at some point. But yeah, hope that was helpful. Y'all got any more questions? I see one other person on YouTube. Maybe y'all at work. All right. Oh, another, not a fun fact, but another thing about this song, it actually, a real guitar player didn't even play the song. This was actually one of those keyboard sounding, well, a really good keyboard sounding guitar or keyboard guitar, whatever. It wasn't actually a guitar player playing that song. So whoever produced it, um, I don't know if it was Brian Michael Cox. I don't know who produced it actually, but yeah, that was not like a guitar written song. So it's actually kind of awkward to play. So yeah, that was actually written on piano. So again, it was either a DAW, a digital audio workstation, where they selected the guitar sound and they played that on keys. So that wasn't an actual guitar that was playing playing the song. It was piano with a MIDI instrument that was that was actually like a guitar. So, oh, and another way to actually play the song, you can actually put a capo on here like this. But you would be playing the song differently and it would sound like this. So, so if the song is a little awkward to play, you can use a capo, but you would have to just modify how you're playing the chords slightly. So you can kind of keep that in mind too. A capo can sort of make it a little easier to play if you have an issue playing the notes and actually pressing them down. So uh, actually, all right, y'all. Cool. I ain't getting a lot of interaction, so since we're a little Kingdom One Ministries, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of interaction right now, so I typically answer questions after I do a tutorial, and I ain't getting the questions right now. So, and I got to get ready for the morning, get ready for church. So that's where I'm at. So yeah, if I'm not getting no questions, I'm hopping off. YouTube, let me know something too. All right. Facebook, let me know. Facebook, let me know something. Let me know something. Because otherwise, y'all can just check out the recording. If you got questions about the chords, let me know. All right. I appreciate y'all joining. Definitely check me out Tuesday. I'll be back on, and I might show up every day. We never know. But all right, TikTok, I appreciate you. All right, I'm off of TikTok right now. And for YouTube, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to give it a little minute. Everybody on YouTube, if you got something to ask me something. Uh-oh. Let me try this. Yo, who we got on? I've already pretty much finished the tutorial. But if you got questions, let me know. Oh. It's tough for me to play. Oh. I'm walking up again. All right, y'all. Y'all silent in here. I will check y'all out later, and I appreciate those of you who have dropped a like. So thank you. So I will be on. I see more people coming on. If you got questions, let me know. I see it coming up. So, hey, I'll hang around for a couple more minutes. Sometimes when I see more people come on, I'm like, you know. Got any questions? All right. I appreciate y'all. Love you. God loves you. I'm head on out. Peace.